Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 51. We are just 6 weeks away from NXT TakeOver Legacy, our WrestleMania. We are in front of 4,943 fans tonight in Michigan, and let's get straight into the action. As the lights turn on the road for the NXT feed, Triple H is in the center of the ring, and the fans cheer. Triple H says that running NXT has been a dream come true. However, when Vince gave him the keys, he gave him one of his guys, William Regal, a top spot. He now knows it was to keep an eye on him. William Regal walks out from the back, no music, confused. Triple H says that it's fine, it's fine. He knows everyone has to eat hell, says Triple H. He would have done the same thing 15 years ago. But this isn't 15 years ago. This isn't WWE, this is NXT. This is his product. This is Triple H's program. This is Triple H's universe. The fans boo as Triple H goes into heel mode. The fact of the matter is, Steven, he says towards William Regal, is that I think back and all the moves I've tried to make you look, make you've blocked. Different opinion, I suppose. Mr. Regal, to get my frustration, to get my anger out, I am asking you to lace up your boots one last time. So a 97A star. Triple H was superb with working off the script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the entire time. William Regal also did a masterful job improvising interactions with the crowd. The announcing was weak, but a 97A star, I will take it. Got the storyline hot and is advanced. An 85B plus at the following segment. And meet me in the center of the ring at our WrestleMania NXT TakeOver Legacy. Regal seems confused, but he puffs his chest up. I'm not putting my job on the line to get... Triple H cuts off Regal and says he's not asking for him to put his job on the line. Hell, says Triple H, if you somehow beat me, I'll give you full control over the show. I won't make any more matches. I'll just go out there, sign, recruit, etc., etc. William Regal now seems intrigued. Triple H says if he loses, though, no harm, no foul. Triple H kisses into his face and says, scratching his head like only Triple H can, that Triple H has heard from William Regal before that he doesn't know who his daddy is. It'll be worth it for me to show you who your daddy really is. The fans ooh and ah at that jaded remark. Regal knowing Triple H wasn't serious and is in promo mode. Triple H looks at Regal's extended hand and shakes it. It's official. Triple H versus William Regal at NXT TakeOver Legacy. So here's the deal. I wanted to book Triple H on the NXT Legacy show to boost the rating. Him and William Regal are by far my most over workers in the entire company. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to book William Regal versus Triple H, as unrealistic as it may sound. I'm going to book them at NXT TakeOver Legacy just for the hell of it. This angle got the crowd hotter. The NXT storyline has advanced with this segment, 85B+. In the opening match of the evening, NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas defeats Ty Dillinger in 8:25 by pinfall with the split-legged corkscrew senton. The intense physicality of the match was too much for some of the fans. Okay, I guess I don't know what happened there, but I will check into it. Andrade Cien Almas had an in-ring performance of 74. Ty Dillinger with a 54. No work improvements, but the champion gets the victory here in the opening bout of NXT. After beating Ty Dillinger, Andrade has a mic in his hand, and his hand is an NXT Heavyweight Championship. Andrade Cien Almas with his NXT Championship on his shoulder says that tonight another match has been booked. Another match between Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. Another match for the two to fight it out and get a chance to lose to me at NXT TakeOver Legacy. The fans boo. You see, Andrade looks at his brother Messias. Win, lose, or draw for you, Bobby, or you, Drew. The end result will be the same. You will fall to the party animal. Come NXT TakeOver Legacy, I'm going to keep it 100. CN. So 78B for Andrade Cien Almas post-match with his brother Messias, hyping up the fact that Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre have been booked yet again for the main event. And the winner will go on to face Andrade Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver Legacy in our main event. Next, we see Peyton Royce, the NXT Women's Champion, backstage with her iconic trio, Billie Kay and Madison Eagles. Peyton Royce says since day one she's been the champion here at NXT, and she's approaching on a year. It'll be day 364 at NXT TakeOver Legacy after she defeats Bayley, says Peyton Royce. It'll have been a full year of my championship title reign. The fans boo, who's beginning to feel it. Peyton says that, Sasha, you're still sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, so with the back end of Regal, if you can find a partner for NXT TakeOver Legacy, Sasha will take on Billie and Madison. Again, if you can. So basically, Billie Kay said, taunting Bayley before their match at NXT TakeOver Legacy, saying she's been champion for 364 days, and after she wins, she'll be champion for 365, a full calendar year. And Sasha Banks, if she can find a partner, will take on Madison Eagles and Billie Kay at TakeOver Legacy as well. So the new normal storyline has advanced, gained heat, 67C+. And in the next match, and about that, superb wrestling but little heat, Billie Kay defeats Liv Morgan in 3:30 by pinfall with a boyfriend stealer. Liv Morgan with a 76, Billie Kay with an 82, gave the crowd a breather. This was an eye candy diva match and did exactly just that by breaking things up. No work improvement, 55C-, so let's push on. Next, the fans boo as we see Christopher Daniels in a dark room, candles all around him. Daniel says, for those of you who are keeping score at home, when he came to NXT, it was to showcase the dark arts and showcase what wrestling world had been missing out on seeing the Fallen Angel as its prominent position. Daniels goes on to say that Aleister Black is nothing more than a poser faking his way through everything in life, love, and happiness. Though he's never claimed to be a happy-go-lucky person, Black is nothing short of a coward, a fraud, and when I bury you alive, Aleister Black, says Christopher Daniels, you'll be exposed for what you really are. Just another guy who can't hack it. Just, period, another, period, guy. The scene ends with Christopher Daniels finishing his traditional wrestling promo with a focus on the Buried Alive match at NXT TakeOver Legacy. Whoever loses may not come out alive. So the Star Factory storyline has advanced 63C. This will be the end at Legacy of this program between Aleister Black and Christopher Daniels. Next up, we get news that starting next week, we are going to see Johnny Gargano taking on Matt Jackson, and the following week seeing Tommaso Ciampa take on Nick Jackson. So the Young Bucks and DIY will be facing it out in singles competition as we head down the path towards NXT Legacy. 77B. Alright, and in the next match, the Revival defeat Blake and Murphy when Scott Dawson defeats Berbian by pinfall with the Shatter Machine. Velvet Sky did some good work at ringside. Dash Wilder was off his game. A 62, though, not too bad. 68 for Dawson. Blake and Murphy with a 48 and 50. The new contender storyline has advanced but lost heat. No worker improvements. A 62C for the Revival and Blake and Murphy here tonight on NXT TV. The camera shows Adam Cole in the back getting coffee, talking to Liv Morgan, who's licking her wounds about her latest match. Liv giggling and fawning over Adam Cole when Eric Young walks up, causing the fans to boo. Eric Young says, well, 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 if it isn't Mr. Cole, baby. Eric Young asks him to leave because he wants his coffee. Adam Cole looks at Eric and says he'll be done in a moment and continues to fix his coffee while talking to Liv Morgan. Eric leans over and knocks the coffee out of Adam Cole's hand, which prompts Adam Cole to ask him what his problem is. Eric Young's best friends and Sanity stablemates Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane walk up behind him as Adam Cole puts his hand on the small of Liv Morgan's back and tells her let's get out of here, not wanting to escalate the situation. As he walks off screen, Eric Young screams, that's right, Cole, run, as we fade away with Sanity doing Sanity things. So booking an Adam Cole versus Sanity program as we head into NXT TakeOver Legacy, I believe a 65C, not too bad. Could have been better, but Adam Cole and Eric Young should make for a fine match at Legacy. All right, next, the Authors of Pain will be here next week and in action. So Paul Ellering, his daughter Rachel Ellering, and of course the undefeated, unopposed NXT Tag Team Champions, Akam and Razor, the Authors of Pain. Angle got the crowd hotter. Akam was good again. No work improvements, but 84B plus for your Season 1 MVPs, the Authors of Pain. Next up, in a decent match, Sasha Banks defeats Bridges in 7:49 with the Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Sasha Banks and Bridges have good chemistry. Is 60 for Sasha, 55 for Bridges. No work or improvements, but Sasha Banks with the victory here on NXT television this week. Now, we're just getting word from the commissioner's office that it's official. Says Tom Phillips, after the skirmish, next week we're going to see Adam Cole take on Eric Young of Sanity. So Cole and Young will be going head-to-head in the middle of the ring before Legacy next week on NXT. The Don't Call Me Crazy storyline has advanced. 59C. Triple H now, not William Regal, shown backstage and says starting in 2 weeks it's going to be 4 NXT talents facing off. 1 versus 1 week 1, 1 versus 1 week 2. And then in week 4 it'll be 1 versus 1 with the winner of both matches facing off against the NXT UK champion Tyler Bate at NXT TakeOver Legacy for the NXT UK Championship. So Triple H going above and beyond William Regal's pay grade again to make these matches when it's not his call, given that William Regal is a commissioner of NXT. 77B. The camera shakes and reveals William Regal backstage with Tyler Bate. Tyler just seeing what Triple H had said. William Regal looks at Tyler Bate, who's holding the NXT Championship, and says it's fine. He was going to have to defend the championship at Legacy anyways. Tyler Bate nods and puts his arm around William Regal and says he's got his back. Not that he needs it, but if he has to, he's got it. Regal nods as the two look onward. 68C+, so Tyler Bate will face the winner of the little 4-man tournament that go over the next 3 or 4 weeks on NXT, with the winner facing him at NXT TakeOver for his NXT UK Championship. And in the main event, Bobby Roode again draws with Drew McIntyre in 30 minutes when the time limit expires. Bobby Roode and McIntyre obviously have good chemistry. A 69 for Roode, 70 for McIntyre. It's advanced with a 75. No skill improvements, but these guys for the back-to-back weeks go time limit draws again. The fans are confused, screaming going on in the ring as Regal is walking out from the back after what Triple H was trying to assert earlier this evening. More stressed out than usual. 2 weeks, 2 time limit draws, no contender. Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre are exhausted. Andrade Cien almost thinks this is all hilarious. Almost is without opponent, with Legacy just 5 weeks away now. The making of an Impact storyline has advanced. No work or improvements. We're going to end the show on that note with a 75 B-. The World Championship match still not set for NXT TakeOver Legacy. We're going to get an 80. Absolutely fantastic. An 80. Our best rating here on NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 51. So again, like I said, an 80B, increased our in 45 regions. It was a little tighter of a show. The only bad match being Billie Kay and Liv Morgan. But even then, it wasn't too awful. So this was NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 51. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow or the day after with another edition of NXT The Game as we head down the path towards TakeOver Legacy or WrestleMania. Thanks for watching, everybody.